Hello everyone, welcome here to Mandy Greenmont Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee as we get ready for Day 5, Game 1 here of the Scenic City Collegiate League. As we'll have the Smokies taking on the Nooga Choos here to start us off today. The Choos will hit first. It'll be J.C. Holt tonight, center fielder, who will lead us off. Cassidy Ross will be the next one up tonight, shortstop hitting second. Christian Fowler will hit third at second base. Demers will hit fourth at third. It'll be Macy Andrews in left field. She will be hitting in the 5 spot. Clark will be the DP hitting sixth. Hancock will be behind the plate hitting seventh. Jones and Wright will hit eighth. Martins will hit ninth at first base. Tonight's starter for this Choo squad will be Robbie Van. She will be on the mound. No hitting for her tonight. It'll be Ella Cunningham starting off for this Smokies squad to start. It'll be Allen in center field. Davis, the DP, will hit second for the Smokies. Paget will play at first, hitting third. Munson in left today will hit fourth. McCall, the second DP, will be hitting fifth. Peters will be at third base, wearing number 13 in her second game played. Burke at short will wear sixth. Lund will be at second base, hitting in the 8 spot. Warren and Wright will be the 9-hole hitter, and Horner, the third DP, will be hitting 10th. She will wear number 7, and Abby Bunt behind the plate will be wearing number 9. She will hit 11th. Cunningham again on the mound. As we get ready to go underway here for this first frame, as trying to make sure the plate's all clean, nice and tidy like these two teams getting ready to start us off here on this Day 5. A bit of rainy weather in last night's game. Had to try and get this place cleaned up as possible. We apologize for the late start time. Trying to make sure everything's all good here. Nice and dandy-like. A bit of a gray-skied morning. A foggy morning, to put it lightly. Can't really even see the tops of the mountains up around here, but trying to make sure home plate's all clean, nice and tidy-like. Home plate umpire will go back, retrieve his mask, and we'll get ready for the first pitch here between the Smokies and the Choos to start us off here on Day 5. Tomorrow will be the day off for all these squads, and then we'll head back on to the 19th. But the first pitch from Ella Cunningham to start us off. Swung on big, swing and a miss, strike one to J.C. Holt. As the Division I products step up to the plate to face off against one another. Cunningham, the left-hander, versus Holt, the left-handed hitter. The outside called a ball 1-1. With nobody on, nobody out, as Holt will lead us off. No score here in the top of the first frame, as it'll be the Bandits and the Smoky Mountain Rain battling it here later today. That'll be set currently for 12:30. It's 10 o'clock start time here. Next pitch down the plate, called a strike, 1-2. Cunningham, who enters in as one of the best pitchers in the Scenic City League so far this year. J.C. Holt, though, has been very solid at the plate. A .375 average for her. She'll slap this one to the left-hand side. Picked up by Munson in foul ground. She'll make the play, one away. It'll bring up Cassidy Holt now, the shortstop, hitting second, with no one on and one out. Ross entering into the game, batting .250 for this Choo squad. Takes the first pitch and fouls it off, 0-1. Has 2 RBIs already to her name this season. A 600-plus OPS as it currently stands. No extra base hits for her just yet. The 0-1 from Cunningham. Lower half called a ball 1-1. Cunningham, the Michigan State product, headed to Troy University next year, stepping in for the Smoky squad to start us off here today. The 1-1. Out and away, called for a ball as that one gets away from the backstop for the moment there of Holt, or for Bunt. She's tonight's starting catcher for the Smoky squad. The 2-1 to Ross. Swung on, big swing and a miss. 2-2 now the count. There's Ross, who was the rising senior at the University of West Georgia last year. Takes the next pitch and fouls it off to the right-hand side. She'll stay alive once more. Spent 2 years at Seminole State, the junior college. Spent a year for freshman season, I should say, the College of Central Florida, once more a JUCO school, so did burn through her red shirt at Seminole State. The 2-2. On the half, called a strike. It'll be going down looking on strikes will be Ross. As Cunningham collects her first strikeout of the ball game. Bring up Christian Fowler, tonight's second baseman, hitting third. So we'll fly out to left field and a strikeout now for Cunningham with 2 outs and nobody on. It'll bring up Fowler. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Velocity from Cunningham already looking strong here for the next to be, or soon to be, Troy product. Fowler also attended University of West Georgia last year. Next pitch, on the inner half, called a strike, 0-2. Fowler, who entered into the game, 462 average, top 7 in the league. Next pitch is outside, 1-2. There's 3 RBIs to her name as well, and 1,000 on the dot OPS entering in, a double to her name. Next pitch hits it out towards center field. Getting underneath it will be Allen, and that will be out number 3. No runners on, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. As we'll head to the bottom of the first inning, it'll be the Smokies coming up to hit as Cunningham works a clean frame. So we'll be right back after this quick break here from Andy Greenman Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break as we head to the bottom of the first. Bottom of the first inning here from Andy Greenman Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee for the Scenic City Collegiate League. As the Smokies will come up to bat, it'll be Robbie Van who will make her way out to the mound. 9 innings for her already this year, a .233 average, or earned run average. Only 1 strikeout, but has looked very strong here for this Choos squad. She'll face off against Shelby Allen to start. First pitch on the outside, called a ball as we'll lead off this bottom of the first inning. Allen, the center fielder. Southern Miss last year, the Division I school. Batting grip, the hands separated at the top half of the barrels. That one's on the outer half. Called for a ball, 2-0. The count. Robbie Van working here against Shelby Allen. Batting .462 on the season. Lays down the bunt, a perfect one in front of the plate. Picked up by the catcher, throws the first, not in time. Hancock can't get her. So a bunt single for Shelby Allen will put her on with nobody out. She laid that one down perfectly right in front of home plate. Now bring up Pearl Davis in the 2-hole tonight is the DP with nobody out and a runner on. First pitch from Van. Shows bunt, pulls it back. A strike, I believe, called. It will be a ball instead, so 1-0. We'll say that she did not offer. So runner on first with nobody out after the bunt single by Allen. Next pitch from Van. A half called to strike 1-1 as Davis showed bunt and pulls it back. The JUCO stars face off against from one another as Pearl Davis from Chattanooga State, Van from Georgia Military School. The next pitch fouled off, now 1-2. As for Davis, only hitting 100 on the year just yet. One hit to her name, but has looked strong at the plate at times. Has put some hard contact on the ball. The next pitch to her. Swung on, hit to the left-hand side. Demers will pick it up. Looks to second. Can't make that play. Will throw it across to first in time. So one away. As Allen, using the speed, able to advance to second base with ease. So Davis will ground out on the fielder's choice. Allows Allen to reach second base. So runner at second with one away, and now will bring up the three-hole hitter in Paget, tonight's first baseman. First pitch to her, big swing and a miss, strike one. Paget, who has shown some good power already here this season as well. Looking to see if she can put her Smoky squad ahead early in this one. Next pitch down and away, 1-1. Entering into the game, a 200 average for her. 2 RBIs on her 2 hits. Still a 967 OPS as a home run to her name has boosted that number. A 467 on base. Next pitch, big swing and a miss in the outer half, 1-2. And trying to work quickly here. Only 1 strikeout currently to her name this season, but has induced soft contact, has gotten the outs when necessary. The 1-2. Swung on and fouled off once more, staying alive. As Paget at the plate with a runner on second and 1 away. No score here in the bottom of the first frame. Choos go down 1-2-3 at the top half. Smokies trying to see if they can get on the board here early as Van tries to continue to work. Next pitch hit back up the middle. Van has it booted for a moment, able to make the throw to first in time, 2 away. It will allow for Allen to reach third base. But now 2 outs and a runner on third. Gonna bring up Munson. Cam Munson, the NC State product. Had 2 singles in yesterday's game. Sees the first pitch outside for 1-0. 2 singles, a fly on a ground out for her. Her solo shot 2 days ago was the furthest home run I think we've seen all year long already. Almost put it up to the community center up there on the left-hand side of your screen. Next pitch, big swing and a miss, 1-1. On the count, runner on third. Next pitch, hits it to left field. Trying to get underneath it will be the left fielder. Will do so in time, will be Macy Andrews, and that will end the inning. Runner left on, a base hit for Allen, but no one else able to get it around, so we'll head to the top of the second inning with still no score between the Nooga Choo-Choos and the Smokies. Here through 1, we'll go to the top half of the second frame. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break for your top of the second inning. Top of the second inning, no score here after one. It'll be Riley Demers who steps up to the plate here for the Choo-Choos in the 4-hole. As neither team able to capitalize in their top and bottom half of their innings. And now Ella Cunningham will step up once more after a clean 1-2-3 inning, including a backward strikeout against Cassidy Ross. Demers will step up now with no one on and no one out to start us off here in the top of the second. First pitch will be fouled off 0-1. As Demers comes into this game, no extra base hits, a 615 OPS, but he's reached at an over 300 tick, 2 RBIs to her name already, and a 308 batting average. When she's made contact, she's been able to put it in the outfield grass. 0-1. It's down and away, a bit of a miscue on that one. I wonder if trying to take a little off that and just held on to it too long was Cunningham, as that one bounced to the plate, 1-1. Next pitch on the outer half, called a ball, 2-1 now from Cunningham, as Demers, the JUCO product. Excuse me, the D2 product, I should say, from Lees McRae. I was looking at the wrong player, from Greensboro, North Carolina. The 2-1. Just on the inner half, and the off speed. 3-1 now the count to Demers. Trying to be the first base runner for this Choo-Choo squad today. One out and no one on. Demers, who did not play her freshman year, did get a couple of games last year. A big swing and a miss on the outer half. 3-2. 11 games under her belt last year. Only got 14 games to pull, or 14 at bats, but tried to make the most out of it. Full count. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cunningham with another strikeout. One away here in the top of the second frame. Bring up Macy Andrews now with one out and nobody on. First pitch to her, up in the zone, called for a ball, 1-0. Andrews playing in left field today with a 1-0. Down the heart of the plate, 1-1 on the strike. Andrews played in the last time for the Choo-Choos, collected a hit in her 4 appearances at the plate. Will reach on a walk as well. Next pitch just on the outer half is called a strike, 1-2. Called by the umpire, but called a strike nonetheless. Picked up 2 RBIs the last time she played in the Choo-Choos uniform. A double to her name. Next pitch. Big swing and a miss, strike 3. Bunt did drop the ball. Runner will go down to first. Will she make it in time? The throw will not be there, so a runner will make it on. So Andrews reaches on a strikeout, as Bunn had that one bounce off her glove and away from her. She had to reach up in the zone, so a strikeout is called, but Andrews will reach first. So a drop third strike will now put a runner on, and Clark will step up. First pitch from Cunningham, hits it up to the right-hand side. No one will be able to get there in time as that one lands foul, 0-1. So Andrews reaches on a drop third strike as catcher Abby Bump trying to see if she could find it, and just came off her glove and wide to the left-hand side, and she just couldn't collect it in time. 0-1. Off speed down in the zone, 1-1. Next pitch to Clark. Out and away, gets past the catcher, bunt, goes all the way to the backstop. It allows Andrews to reach, so wild pitch for Cunningham. Now puts a runner on second with a 2-1 count. It's not the first time we've seen that happen today. I wonder if the ball's a little more slick than usual for Cunningham. It has been quite the humid morning again. It's been all sorts of fog. Got rain last night, so that spot behind second base looking a little damp. The 2-1. Big swing and a miss up in the zone. Got the high feeder past Clark. 2-2 now the count. Runner on second and one away. Clark entering into the day with a 200 average. An RBI to her name. Next pitch. Checks around. Did she go? She does indeed. Strike three on the swing. So technically a 3 strikeout inning for Cunningham. Maybe a chance at a 4 strikeout inning, which would be something I don't think we've seen in a long time. Definitely haven't seen it this year. Runner still on second as now Hancock, the catcher, will come to the plate. Hits to the right-hand side. No 4 strikeout inning this time as Warren will get underneath it and right on the first pitch, and that will end the inning. 1 runner left on, no hits. 1 error technically recorded as Andrew's able to reach on the drop third strike. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning. No score here between the Smokies and the Choos as the Smokies will come up to hit. Here from Andy Greenmund Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the second inning, first pitch from Robbie Van as we sit at a 0-0 score. Will be outside 1-0 as Tatum McCool will get her first appearance at the plate here today. And worked through a mostly clean first inning, gave up that bunt single to Allen and allowed her to advance to third, but able to get 3 straight outs after that as that one's in the zone for 1-1. 1-1 the count here in the bottom of the second inning as Van trying to see if she can continue her clean work. The 1-1. Just down away. 2-1 now the count. The changeup sits outside. So for McCool, a home run for her already this year. 2 RBIs, a .385 batting average. Next pitch to her up in the zone, 3-1. Peters who hits next. Her second appearance here in the Scenic City League. Van delivers a 3-1. Big swing and a miss. High fastball gets through McCool. 3-2 now the count as the Florida native at the plate. Trying to see if she can get on base here to start off the inning. Jacksonville University last year. Hits it to the shortstop side, picked on a bounce. It'll make the throw to first, will be in time. 1 away as to pick it out the dirt pretty quickly there was Cassidy Ross at short. Now it'll bring up Peters with 1 away and no one on. Peters playing at third base today will foul this first pitch off. 0-1 the count as she'll send that one up and away to the right-hand side. Peters, the rising sophomore from Trussville, Alabama, coming from the University of Illinois. One of the 2 players from the Big Ten here in the Scenic City League. Of course, Cunningham as well. Her teammate today as this one bounces in the dirt. And that will hit Peters, so it will be a hit by pitch. Now a runner on first with one away as Van let that one go a little early, and it bounces to the plate and finds the leg of Peters. So now it'll bring up the shortstop Burke as Peters reaches on the hit by pitch. Ori Burke from Boaz, Alabama will step up. First pitch to her. Out and away, 1-0. Feels like we've seen both pitchers today kind of skipping a few of those to the plate early on in this ball game already. Cunningham's done it a couple of times. Now we have the hit by pitch from Van. The next one up in the zone, 2-0. Burke now, Boaz, Alabama, the rising junior who did not get to play last year. Got 2 games under her belt her freshman season. The 2-0. Out and away, 3-0 now the count as Van trying to see if she can work out the pickle. Assuming it will be a 2-1 count, so those called for the strike. As Van will get a new ball. Peters at first after the hit by pitch. One away as McCool grounded out to the shortstop side. Next one laced down the left field line by Burke. Hooks just foul. Would have made its way all the way to the fence if it would have stayed fair, but tracking that one down in left field was Andrews. 2-2 now the count. As Burke trying to see if she can at least advance Peters into scoring position. 2-2. Out and away, full count now. This man who worked through a fairly clean first inning trying to see if she can do it here in the second frame. Get through some high counts here early on already. Next pitch. Swung on and fouled off once more, still full count. Already up to 14 pitches here in this second frame with only one away and a runner on. Excuse me, actually up to 17 pitches if I'm correct. No, 16. Again, numbers are really hard. I'm just the voice. Next pitch, swung on and hit up, skied up to the center spot. Van will get underneath it, drops it into fair territory, so they'll make the throw to second base. So Van drops it, but is able to get the runner at second, so essentially what would be an error on one, and then the force out at second base. So Burke does reach on the error, but Peters throwing out at second on the force out as the first pitch down and away, called for a strike. As Lund steps up for the first time today, today's second baseman. Burke now at first with 2 outs. The Charlotte U product steps up. Next pitch down in the dirt. Almost gets away from the catcher. Throw down to second is in time. She's out. A throw down to second, and great work by the catcher as Hancock's able to gun the runner down. We'll head to the top of the third inning as trying to advance was Burke. She'll get caught stealing for the first time here, and that will end the inning. We'll head to the top of the third. Still no score between the Smokies and the Choos. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Andy Greenmund Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the third inning, no score here after two. It'll be Emily Jones who will lead us off here in the top of the third, as she'll get her first appearance here today at the plate. Batting eighth and playing in right field. Got the start in yesterday's game before taking that line drive off her pitching arm, moved out to the outfield. It's doing okay enough to be able to play for the rest of the matchup, as the first pitch she'll see up in the zone called for a ball. Now we'll play in right field here today. Next pitch to Jones. Big swing and a miss. Can't catch up to the fastball. 1-1. As for Jones, played all over the field, it feels like. Only one hit to her name so far, but trying to see what she could do here now to lead us off here in the third. Next pitch on the inner half. Called a ball. 2-1. Jones in the portal, as it currently stands still with 2 years of eligibility for her. Keep her college career extended. 2-1. Away 3-1 the count now is Cunningham. Trying to work out of the pickle count that she's put herself in a little bit. Got a little tight squeeze on the inner half of the zone, but trying to see if she can get Jones down. Jones will show bunt, pulls it back. Next pitch is out and away, and a walk for Emily Jones will put her on with one or nobody out. It'll be Martins, the first baseman, who will step up with nobody out and a runner on. First pitch from Cunningham. On the outer half, called the ball 1-0. So for Martins, a hit already for her this season as well. Mostly been used as a pitcher. Next pitch she'll see on the outer half, called a strike, 1-1. She was the first pitcher to start this Scenic City Collegiate League in Game 1. For the Choos now playing at first base here once again today. The 1-1. Tries to show bunt, goes through with the swing, 1-2. Nobody out, Jones now at first. J.C. Holt will be the next one to hit, who flew out to left field her last time up. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Cunningham with another strikeout, her third. Martin goes down swinging. That'll bring up Holt, tonight's center fielder. Flew out to left field last time up, I should say. Still a runner on first. First pitch to the rising senior. Shows bunt, swings through it. Jones, a couple extra strides, will not have a throw down at her. Holt trying to lay down the bunt, has it go through her 0-1. Holt from Maryland Eastern Shore, the Division I school, the rising senior. Sees the next pitch, swings right through it, 0-2. He's played a couple of games for the Choos already. He's also played for the Bandits mostly. Next pitch, hits it out towards left field once more. Trying to get underneath it will be the center fielder. She will in time. Almost takes out the left fielder Munson, as Allen called it off and almost takes out her teammate, but now 2 away. So almost a little too much of a miscommunication there as Munson and Allen collide, but both are okay as they stay on their feet. 2 outs and a runner on first to bring up Ross, who struck out looking her last time up. First pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike one as Jones still sits at first after the leadoff walk. But strikeout to Martins and a fly out to left center. Puts us at 2 away here in the top of the third inning. Next pitch out and away, 1-1 now to count. Next pitch to Ross on the inner half, called the ball 2-1, just a little too far down in the zone. As for Ross, the fielder dash pitcher, tended Eustis High School when she was in Leesburg, Florida. Next pitch hits to the second base side, picked off cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and that will end the top of the third inning. One runner on, no hits, one walk, no errors made. We'll head to the bottom of the third inning, still tied and nothing apiece here between the Smokies and the Nooga Choo-Choos here from Mandy Greenmund Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back at this quick break, and the Smokies will come up to hit. No score here through the top of three. We go to the bottom of the third inning as the Smokies come up to hit here against the Choo-Choos. Robbie Van will step out to pitch once more. As now it will be Lund who comes up. Had her last at-bat cut short. After the caught stealing was Burke at second base. So the first pitch to her. Swung on and hit to right field. This ball will land about 4 feet foul as the right fielder not able to track it down. Then Jones 0-1. Addison Lund, the catcher dash middle infielder, the rising sophomore from Appleton, Wisconsin. Was at Charlotte University last year, played in 39 games, 34 starts for her. 0-1. Down in the dirt, bounces the plate 1-1. Lund now in the transfer portal, still 3 years of eligibility for her. 10 RBIs and 12 walks last year, a stolen base to her name. Next pitch, down and in, caught her right on that left foot, and it'll be a hit by pitch once more, and allows for a runner to reach with nobody out. So the second hit by pitch by Van tonight will allow Lund to reach with nobody out, and now it'll bring up Warren, the tall right fielder with a whole lot of pop in that bat. Her first time tonight, hitting in the 9-hole tonight. So again, right fielder from College Station, Texas. On the outer half, called a ball 1-0 as the former Texas A&M product transferred to the University of South Carolina. Did not play last year, but steps up now with nobody out and a runner on first. 1-0. Slash the other way. It'll land foul out of play, 1-1. Rising senior, still another year of eligibility for her. 500 on this season already. Only 1 RBI to her name. Trying to see if she can change that. She'll lace this one to left field. Trying to get underneath it is the left fielder. Diving catch in left. What a snag. As the runner at Lund will have to go back to first as the left fielder, Macy Andrews, a diving stop in left, able to make the first out. A beautiful catch in left field as Andrews playing, shading more towards left center. Had to cover a lot of ground to get that one on the foul line, and Warren will go down. And now it'll bring up the 10-hole hitter Horner with one away and a runner on first. So an outstanding catch in left by Macy Andrews. First pitch on the outside called a strike, 0-1. She went full head first dive across that left field foul line to make that catch. 0-1. Down the dirt, skips to the plate, knocked down by Hancock, now 1-1. Already thrown out a runner tonight has been Hancock as Horner steps up for the first time today. 2 RBIs on the year for her already, a 400 average. Next pitch fouls this one off, 1-2. Abby Bunt will be the next one to hit. They've given the chance here with one out and a runner on first, barring a double play. And then they'll head back to the top of the order here in just a moment. Still no score here in the bottom of the third inning between the Choos and the Smokies. Horner trying to see if she can change that. Van trying to keep it clean as the next pitch inside does catch Horner on the foot. So a second hit by pitch here in the frame puts runners on second and first with one out. Abby Bunt will step up, and Warren will come over for Horner at first, and she'll be the runner now as Bunt steps up with a 400 average, one of the league leaders in RBIs, 9 already. First pitch to her on the outer half, call is strike 0-1. As Bunt, the local native to this Scenic City Collegiate League, plays at the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, just down the road, a little over 10 minutes from here. Next pitch, slash to the left-hand side. Dammers can't pick it up. It will make its way into left field. Andrews will pick it up. The runners will hold. So a base knock, and the base is now loaded. As Bunt able to get the single to left, everyone will advance to their next station. And it'll bring up Shelby Allen, who already has a single tonight. With one out and the base is loaded, and Van now trying to see if she can work her way out of the pickle. Shelby Allen batting over 460 entering into the contest. We'll see the first pitch outside 1-0. Average now around 500 after that last base knock for her. The 1-0. Hits it out to left center. We'll get over the shortstop head and we'll roll to the wall. One run will score. Warren will turn and head for home. That'll score another run. Now 2-0 your score on the 2-run single by Shelby Allen. Her second hit of the ball game and still only one away. So Allen will score Lund and Warren. And now Bunt will advance to second base, so a single for Shelby Allen puts runners on second and first with one out, and now Davis will step up. First pitch, she'll swing through 0-1. As Davis grounded out the third the last time she came up. One hits it out towards right center field. Jones will get underneath it. She'll make the grab. Runner will try and advance to third. Instead, Bunt will head back. As a good throw from Jones will make it to third base. So 2 away now as Davis flies out to right. I'll bring up Laura Paget, who grounded out to the pitcher last time up. So Bunt at second base, Allen at first. 2-0 now your score after the 2-run single by Shelby Allen to left center. Now Laura Paget will step up. See the first pitch down in the dirt for ball one. Paget again, one of 10 batters with a home run this year. 1-0. Just outside, 2-0 now the count. As Van will ask for a new ball. For Paget, the JUCO product. Rising junior, originally from Missouri. Next pitch to her, a big swing and a miss on the outside, 2-1. The rising junior from Marshfield, Missouri, was at Crowder College. Last 2 years, last season, played in 56 games. Next pitch, she'll hit over to the first base side. Martins will get underneath it in foul ground and will make the catch, and that will end the third inning. 2-run score, 2 runners left on, as the Smokies take an early lead as this one, as they will now have to hit the field. And now Paget taking a moment at first base as she's limping on the first base side. We'll see if she's okay, and hopefully she is. We'll find out when we come right back here in just a moment here. So we'll have the top of the 4th inning here from Mandy Green Munn Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll be right back after this quick break here from the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the fourth inning, 2-0 now your score. The Smokies able to take the lead thanks to the likes of Shelby Allen with a 2-run single, but now Christian Fowler will come up to the plate for the second time today. The second baseman steps up after flying out to center field the last time up. Cunningham will continue to work. First pitch to the Fowler, out in the way, called for ball one. It will be called a strike, I should say, so just couches that outer zone. Does not go on the swing, so 0-1 now the count to Fowler. 0-1. Swing up in the zone. Strike two as the fastball able to burn right by. As Padgett now sits in the dugout, Tatum McColl takes over at first base, making sure she's okay. Just may have rolled her ankle while coming down that first base line. So next pitch, swung on and missed. Strike three. Cunningham with another strikeout here. Now 4 on the night. I say the night like it's not still, give or take, 10:50 in the morning, but you understand what I mean, is now Demers will step up. A strikeout already for her today, trying to see if she can get her odds a little bit better. It's the first pitch she'll see up in the zone, swings right through it, 0-1. Cunningham now continue to work on the mound. The former Michigan State product headed to Troy next year. Next pitch on the outer half, called a strike, 0-2. Cunningham, who usually plays for the Bandits, has been all over the teams, it feels like. Anyone that needs some pitchers. She'll throw this one outside, 1-2. Has shown great stuff here already in the Scenic City League. A second best ERA out of any pitcher. The only one she has not beaten just yet is Olivia Laney, who has yet to give up an earned run. Next pitch, swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cunningham. And now 2 away here in the top of the fourth inning. Now it'll bring up Andrews, who made the outstanding play in left field. Reached on a drop third strike last time. First pitch out and away, ball one. As now Cunningham 7 strikeouts already. 3 2/3 work, as that one's fouled off and out of play, 1-1. Cunningham, who entered into the game the second most strikeouts as well in the league this year, now up to 29, looking for number 30 here possibly. 1-1. Swung on and missed. Another changeup, now 1-2. Cunningham now with 11 innings pitched. Gonna see what she can do here. The 1-2 swung on and missed. A clean top of the 4th inning, strikes out the side. And we'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning as Cunningham with 3 strikeouts now, 30 on the year for her. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-0 your score. The Smokies lead. Trying to see if they can add on here as they enter into the bottom of the 4th. Choos trying to hold down the offense. We'll be right back after this quick break from Mandy Greenmund Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the 4th inning, 2-0 your score. The Smokies lead here over the Choos through the bottom, or going into the bottom of the 4th frame. As Robbie Van will continue to work here, Cam Munson will face her to start this bottom of the 4th and watches the first pitch outside for ball 1. Munson steps up, flew out the left field her last time up. As Van will continue to work here, the 1-0. Slashed out towards center field. Allen trying to chase it down. It's over her head. That one's going to go over the wall and out. A home run for Munson, her 2nd of the season. A solo shot to center goes over the brick wall once more. The 2nd time she's done that this year. And another home run for Munson. 3-0 now your score as Munson puts another solo shot on the top of the brick wall, this time in center field. Now a 3-0 scoreline here in the bottom of the 4th. And that will bring up McColl once more. So now 3-0 your score on the solo shot to center. That one felt like it was going to sit in the sky forever. Now McColl, who grounded out to short last time up, comes up and watches the first pitch outside for 1-0. Van now. Well, the next pitch, McColl laces it down the first base side, pulls it too far though, 1-1. She knew at the minute she put that swing on the ball. Moving over to first base for Padgett, who now sits in the dugout for the moment on a possibly rolled ankle. Hopefully she's okay. And now trying to see if she can get through this inning here without any more damage to her name. Next pitch out and away on the off speed, 2-1. Sun's starting to peek out a little bit more here in the Chattanooga area, just a little bit to our left hand. The 2-1 on the outside, 3-1 now the count. As Hancock trying to see if she could frame that outer half, couldn't get it inside enough. Munson already a solo home run to start us off here in the bottom of the 4th. Now 3-0 your score. Next pitch down low in the zone. Ball 4, and now McColl will reach for the first time tonight on a walk. That'll bring up Peters, who was hit by a pitcher last time up. First pitch from Van. On the lower half, called a strike, 0-1. It's Peters, tonight's third baseman, get hit by a pitch last time she came up, and then was forced out at second on the fielder's choice. 0-1. Swung on and fouled off, now 0-2. Peters, once again, the U of Illinois product. Rising sophomore fouls this one off once more. Still 0-2 the count. Again, one of the two players to have played in the Big Ten division last year. The other one being Cunningham, the starter for her squad today. Cunningham headed off to Troy next year. Next pitch down in the dirt, 1-2. For Peters in her last game played. Collected a hit in her 1-for-4 opportunities at the plate. It was a double to her. No runs scored on her hit. Next pitch down the zone. 2-2. Nobody out. A runner on first. A solo shot for Munson already. And then the walk to McCole brings up Peters. With a 2-2 count in her favor. Burke will be up next. Next pitch. Hit to the third base side. Demers will knock it down. Bobbles it for the moment. Will not make the throw to first. So Demers not able to clean it up as it was stuck in her feet. And McCole will reach second. Peters gets to first. We'll see if that sits as a or as a single or as an error at third. So will count as a base knock for Peters. Runners at second and first with nobody out. First pitch called a strike. As now Burke steps up for the second time today. Next pitch from Robbie Van. The delivery. Down the dirt, gets past the pitcher or the catcher Hancock. The runners will advance, so a wild pitch will allow Peters and McCole to reach second and third. So Burke, who reached after the fielder's choice by Van and got caught stealing in that bottom of the second inning. 1-1 from Van. Swung on and missed. Strike two. As it'll be Lund who will come up next, who was also hit by a pitch earlier in this contest. For Burke, steps up the shortstop. Hits it to the second base side. Will get underneath it in time. Will be one away. As able to track it down was Fowler. As Burke got that one off the end of the bat. That'll bring up Lund, who scored the first run of this game in that third inning after the hit by pitch. Sees the first one outside, bar strike one. For Lund, only 2 games played for her. Comes up once more. A singular knock already, but now hits this one to the right-hand side. Jones trying to track it down in foul ground. Will not make it in time, 0-2. And had let off that third frame before coming around to score on the Allen 2-run single. The 0-2 from Van. Hit to the third base side. Demers can't knock it down. It'll score at least one. Runners will make their way forward. Station to station they will go. And another run scores. 4-0 now your score with runners at first and third and only one away. As the single from Lund will collect her first RBI. Runners at the corner, and it'll bring up Warren, who flew out to left field last time on the outstanding play by Andrews. First pitch outside, ball one. Next pitch to Warren just outside once more. 2-0 now the count. To the tall outfielder in that left-handed batter's box. Entered into the contest with a 500 average. Only 1 RBI to her name, but an 1,100, almost 1,200 OPS. No home runs for her just yet. Did have an extra base hit as this one's fouled off for 2-1. Into the contest with 5 hits and a 583 on base percentage. 2-1 for Vanda Warren as she goes to make a pitching motion and then lost the handle on the ball there for the moment. Trying to make sure her hand is dry enough. We'll step back into the circle. 2-1. Hit to the left-hand side. Andrews trying to get underneath it once more. She will not get there. The ball will drop. One runner will score. Station to station, the runners will go once more. Now 5-0, your score. As Warren able to drop one softly to left field. Andrews not able to dive at this one. So a base knock for Warren, scores Peters. And it'll bring up Horner for the second time today, who was hit by a pitch earlier. Only 1 out now as runners at second and first. Horner laces one left center field. This ball will go to the fence. This ball will go over the fence and out. Horner with another home run. 8-0 now your score. As Horner with her second home run of the year. A 3-run shot to left center. Shawnee State product takes them deep to make this 8-0 your score, and I think we're going to see a pitching change, and we will. A 5-run 4th inning now, or I should say a 6-run 4th inning here for the Smokies. They have found all the offense here. And it'll be Leach who now steps up to the mound for Vans, so she will go 3 1/3 innings of work.
Got you. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
4 is going to go to right field.
That's number 4, right?
So we'll make a couple of changes defensively as well here. So Leach will make her way onto the mound. She'll be the next one to pitch.
Number 4 is going to position 9.
Got you.
As Fowler will now move to right field. Really quickly here, trying to get everybody set up outfield and infield wise here in just a moment, as Leach will have her warm-up pitches. So we'll now also have a new left fielder here in just a moment.
Okay.
So Clark will make her way behind the plate now.
14-2. Okay.
You'll give us one moment here. Of course, we're trying to get everybody all sorted out. But now a 6-run, bottom of the 6th inning, led off by Cam Munson's solo home run, her second of the year. McCool then walked. Peters singles, a line out to second by Burke before back-to-back singles by Warren and Lund. And then the 3-run homer by Horner has made this a 8-0 ball game. Bunt will be the next one up, a single already for her today.
Who's going to first?
16.
Got you.
So 11 will be hitting over.
Gotcha.
So as we try and get everybody settled in here now, it'll be Demers who moves to first base. Demers to first, Fowler now. I believe it'll be Jones in left. It will be Hancock in right. Clark behind the plate. It's the first pitch from Leach, down and away, ball 1. Leach now steps up. So Ross now to third. Fowler out to short. Next pitch outside, 2-0. Fowler to short, Demers to first. Clark now makes her way behind the plate. Hancock from behind the plate will go out to right. Jones will move from right to left. Martins will now make her way to the bench. As the next pitch gets away from the catcher, Clark. 3-0 now the count. As the only player who will stay in their positions is Holt in center. And Andrews will now, I believe, be playing in a different position here in a moment. It's 3-1 now the count as that one catches the inside. His bunt now works with a 3-1 count in her favor. The next pitch from Leach. Down in the zone, ball 4. Bunt will reach for the second time today. She'll now get on with a walk. And it'll bring up Allen, who started off the scoring in that top of the third frame with an RB or a 2-run single to left center field. So now Andrews makes her way to second base. That was the one we were missing here. So to clarify it all once more, Leach now out to the mound as she'll throw this next pitch. Down the heart of the plate, called a strike, 0-1. Runner on first and 1 away. So Ross now moves from short to third. Fowler from short to, or will move from second to short. Demers from third will go to first. Andrews from left field will come into play second base. Next pitch from Leach up in the zone, 1-1. So Andrews from left to second. Clark moves from the DP position now behind the plate. Hancock will take off the catcher's gear and head out to right field. Jones will move from right to left. Martins now sits on the bench as the next one from Leach is in the dirt, ball 2. And then Van will now make her way to the bench as well. She has been relieved by Leach. And the only player who stays in the same position is J.C. Holt as she sits in center field still. So everybody makes some changes around here in the infield for the Choo-Choos. The next pitch outside, 3-1. As we finally get all the infield sorted out, so Van will go 3 1/3 innings of work. Has given up 8 runs, unfortunately for her, including a 6-run bomb the 4th inning. 4 of those runs coming from a home run or a solo shot and a 3-run homer. As Leach's next pitch is upside and called for ball 4. So back-to-back walks will allow for bunt and Allen to reach. And now Pearl Davis will come up for the 3rd time today. Grounded out the 3rd and flew out to right her last 2 times up with 1 out and runners at 2nd and 1st. First pitch from Leach on the outer half, called a strike, 0-1. So for Leach coming in once more for this Choo-Choo squad. Has this one laced out to left field. Davis sends it out. It'll be picked off by the left fielder. Jones now 2 away. So for Davis, another fly out. Has made solid contact all day long. Just cannot seem to make it to first base as she'll now go down. And it'll bring up Cam Munson, or it will bring up, excuse me, it was Paget, so we'll see here.
Okay.
So Paget will not hit, and it will bring up Munson now. So Munson, who started off this inning with a solo home run, will come up to the plate. First pitch to her on the inside, called a strike, 0-1. So Paget, who twisted her ankle trying to make it down to first base earlier in this ball game, subbed out earlier for McCole, now sits as this one's hit off the end of the bat to first. Demers will pick it up, and that will end the bottom of the 4th inning on the ground out from Munson. So that will end it as we'll head to the top of the 5th. 8-0 now your score. The Smokies with a 6-run bottom of the 4th inning. We'll head to the top of the 5th. 8-0 now your score. The Choo-Choos will come up to hit. We'll be right back after this quick break from Andy Greenmon Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll be back in just a moment here from the Scenic City Collegiate League here in just a moment. Head to the top of the fifth inning, 8-0 your score. The first pitch from Cunningham, laced to the left-hand side, will get through as the third baseman not able to knock it down. So Clark on the first pitch she sees, able to put one into left field. She will lace that one quickly and get herself on the first pitch. So Clark hits that one on an absolute rope down that third base side. Peters can't knock it down, so it will be a base knock. And now, bring up Hancock with nobody out and a runner on first. We enter into this top of the fifth inning. Cunningham looking to go for her fifth inning of work. First pitch to Hancock, laced out to right center field, trying to get underneath it is Allen. It goes off the top of the wall, as now Clark will try and turn for third. The throw will not make it to her in time as it makes its way to second base, so a single, and now runners at the corners on 2 pitches. As Hancock with an absolute bullet out to right center field, Allen stumbled trying to get to it. And now Leach, who will hit for Jones after a strained quad, will come up. So Leach comes up now with runners at the corners and nobody out. First pitch she'll see is out and away for ball 1. So Leach, who has been mostly used as a PO, comes up. She'll see the next pitch outside, called for a ball. She has had 4 plate appearances already, a single for her. No RBI scored, an opportunity possibly to find one here. 2 up. Swung on and missed on the off-speed. Runner will try and get down to second base. Will get in standing is Hancock, so a stolen base for her is no throw. 2-1 now the count to Leach. Nobody out and runners in scoring position. Down 8-0 here at the top of the fifth. On the other half, 3-1 now the count. Just got a little squeezed on the outside. As it'll be Martins who will hit next. And then J.C. Holt possibly. 3-1. Just on the inner half will be called for a ball, so the bases will be loaded as a drawn walk from Leach brings up Martins. Feels like it's been the closest pitch we've had, and it will be called for ball 4 as Cunningham now with nobody out having to get through a pickle here. So now DP Martins will step up. First pitch down in the zone, ball 1. Struck out already in this ball game, swinging the first time she came up. Trying to see if she can change her fortunes here. Next pitch, in a way, it'll get behind to the backstop. 2-0 now the count as the ball gets past the catcher. Runners stay put. Clark at third. Hancock at second base. Now a pinch runner for Leach at first, as that is Fowler, who sits at first base for the pitcher. 2-0 to Martins. 1-1. Sits outside now, 2-1 the count. And now the head coach will come out and have a chat with Cunningham as she has allowed the bases loaded with nobody out. So it is 3-0 the count. So at first thought it was 2-1. It is 3-0, so it is indeed 3-0 in Cunningham now, trying to see if she can get through her 5th inning of work. The infield powwow here having a chat for the moment, just trying to make sure that she's all set. Clark at third after the single. Hancock with a single of her own sits at second after the stolen base. Leach subbed out for Fowler at first as the pinch runner after drawing the walk, and now Martins with a 3-0 count in her favor. It'll be Holt who will hit next, who is flown out to left and left center. 3-0 from Cunningham. Out and away, ball 4. A run will score. And the Choo-Choos now on the board as Martin's able to get an RBI on the walk. Bases still loaded with nobody out, and it'll bring up the Division I product in Holt. And laces it out towards left center field. Allen will try and get underneath it. She will. Runner will try and tag. Throw to the plate will be in time. The tag is there, and the ball comes loose. It will have the run score. Here comes the second runner, and now trying to get up. Will make her way back to third. Time will be called. So the throw did make it home in time. The ball did come loose. As that one caught the runner at home plate, is trying to dive in. Was Hancock. So at least one away, possibly two. The ball did come loose. The home plate umpire did at first signal safe, but then when the catcher went to tag her at home plate, did make the out signal, so bunt did make the tag, so we'll see if it's 2 outs or 1. So Holt flies out. It will be 2 outs here, so it will be the out. It's called. He did show the second out, so it will be 2 away. As the first pitch to Ross will be strike 1 up in the zone. So the run will not score. It will be a double play. Next pitch fouled off once more. Ross 0-2 now the count to her.
2 outs. Thank you.
So 0-2, 2 away as excuse me. Hancock cut down at home plate. Next pitch, laced out to left center field. Getting underneath it will be the left fielder Munson. That will end the inning, so no more damage done as we'll head to the bottom of the 5th.
Is that Warren in left? That's Munson.
So we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. 8-1 now your score. 2 runners left on. No one else will be able to come around, and we'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning as the Choos will now head out to the field. Here from Andy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. 8-1 now your score. The Smokies will come up to hit here for the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 5th inning, 8-1 now your score. The Choo-Choo's able to get on the board with a run, but now the Smokies will try and see if they can bring themselves back to a multi-run lead, as they already lead here by 7, I should say, but seeing if they can get even further up the board as Tatum McCool will step up to the plate. A walk and a ground out for her today, as a quick second here on the first base side.
Marina 12 and left.
She's just going to play left.
Okay.
So now Robbie Van will step into left field for Jones, who's out now with the hamstring pull, the quad pull, really just trying to make sure she's okay. Some serious unluckiness the last 2 days. Got hit by that pitch. Not hit by the pitch, hit by the line drive in yesterday's game as the first pitch called a strike to McCool. And had to leave her start. Now with a strained quad, hopefully she's okay. 0-1 to McCool. In the zone now, 1-1 the count here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 8-1 now your score. Your score. Choo-Choo's able to get a run around as Martin's able to draw the bases loaded walk. McCool steps up here for the Smokies. Hits this one out to center field. Holt will get underneath it, a couple steps to her left and make the catch, 1 away. That'll bring up Peters with a walk and a single already today for her. She She was hit by the pitch her first time up and then scored around on a single. First pitch from Leach, up and out of the zone, 1-0. So for Peters, went to Hewitt-Trussville High School, now hits this one to the left-hand side, picked up by the third baseman across to Demers, is in time, 2 away. Round out the new third baseman. I say relatively new, the new third baseman in Ross, who started off the ball game at shortstop. Now puts up 2 outs, and it'll be Burke, who lined out to the second baseman her last time up. First pitch to her on the outer half, called a strike, 0-1. Reached on the fielder's choice her first time up, and then was caught stealing, lined out to second her last time. Looking for her first a chance to make it on base. Second pitch is down and away, 1-1. UAB product from the University of Alabama, Birmingham. Or Alabama, Birmingham. If words were very proper, that'd be a good start. Next pitch hits this one out towards right center field. Second baseman will try and get underneath it. She will indeed. It'll be hung on to by the new second baseman, Andrews, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Leach. Will go to the top of the 6th, and Choos will come back up to hit once more. Here from Mandy Green Munfield as the sun comes out here from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
You're
in
good.
The Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the 6th frame, 8-1 now your score. The Smokies lead over the Choos here through 5. We'll go to the top of the 6th inning as now it will be Fowler who comes up for the second time today. A fly out to center field and a strikeout for her, but now a new pitcher on the mound in Horner who hit that 3-run homer not too long ago for the Smokies to make it 8-0 before the Choos able to put up a run on the board the top of the 5th. First pitch from Horner to Fowler, laced to the shortstop side. What a pick of the shortstop. Throws to first, is in time. Beautiful stop at shortstop by Burke, able to pick that one up on the first pitch. And one away here to start us off in this top of the 6th inning. And now it'll be Demers who comes up. 2 strikeouts for her today. That's Horner with 1 pitch, 1 out. Next one. Swung on, fouled off the left-hand side, 0-1. As Lund now behind the plate. Abby Bunt will trade her places, so they will move from 2-4 and 4-2. So Lund now behind the plate. Bunt now heads out to second base. And now Cunningham on the bench. She goes 5 innings, gives up 1 run. As Demers now with an 0-1 count against her. Off speed on the outside, called for a strike, 0-2. As Horner, who started the season a little shaky on the mound at times, has started to sell in more now So next pitch, swung on and missed. Strike three, ball is dropped. The throw down to first will be in time. So another strikeout for Demers. And 2 away here now in the top of the 6th inning. Horner now with her 4th strikeout of the year. Had 8 innings pitched entering into this ball game. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike one as Horner now working quickly here. Andrews now steps up. 2 strikeouts for her as well today. Did reach on her first one, though, after the drop pitch. Now steps up for the 3rd time today. The 0-1. Up in the zone now, 1-1. For Andrews now, again, 0 for 2 on the day. She moves from one side of the place to the other. As the next one goes to third base, goes right through the wickets, and she will reach with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning, as it'll go right through the wickets of the third baseman. As Peters had her go right through her legs, and the minute it happened, she put her head in her glove and knew exactly what happened. So Andrews will reach on an error. And now it'll bring up Clark with 2 away and a runner on first. First pitch on the outside, called a strike, 0-1. A single for her today and a strikeout swinging. Her first time up, steps across from Horner. 0-1. Swung on and laced out to left center field. This ball's carrying. This ball will go. A home run for Clark. As that one was laced out to left center field and bounces off that brick wall and left about halfway up. And a 2-run shot has made this an 8-3 ball game. So Clark with a 2-run homer makes this 8-3. Her 2nd hit of this game. One of those runs will be unearned, but 8-3 your score as Horner went from 2 outs and nobody on to 2 runs against her. And now Hancock steps up with a single already to her name today. First pitch down the heart of the plate, 0-1. As Clark now collects her first home run of the season. The 0-1. Hit hard down the left field side. Just got it a little too far left, though. It'll be 0-2. Next pitch to Hancock. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Goes down swinging. And will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. So 2 strikeouts for Horner, but does give up 2 runs. One of them earned. Nobody left on base as we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. 8-3 now your score here from Mandy Green One Field. As the Smokies will come up to hit, the Choos will head out to the field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning, 8-3 now your score. So Choos find 2 in that top of the 6th. The first pitch from Leach to Lund, down in the dirt, called for ball 1. She'll try and see if she can make it through another inning of work here. One steps up, a single and a hit by pitch for her today. Next pitch out and away, now 2-0. As we cross the hour-and-a-half mark here in this matchup, Clark now behind the plate still. A 2-run shot has helped this Choo-Choo squad get on the board once more. Next pitch from Leach, down in the dirt, 3-0. She collects her first home run of this season, has shown some great pop at the plate and puts one out over the left field wall. And now 3 homers in this ball game as the next pitch down and away, ball 4. So another reach for Lund, the second time she's gone on a walk. Last time it was a hit by pitch, a single for her. She's reached now 3 times. And now it'll be Warren. Comes up with a fly out to left and a single to her name. She scored on the 3-run shot by Horner. Runner on first and no one out. First pitch on the outer half. Called a ball 1-0. One now at second base is on first. Or the second baseman, I should say, now at first as she moves from second to the catching spot. Now is the next pitch outside 2-0 to Warren, the tall right fielder. Originally spent 2 years at Texas A&M and used her red shirt there. 2-0. On the way, 3-0 now the count to Warren, who spent a season at South Carolina, did not play last year, did not burn a year of eligibility though, so still has another year under her belt. Played 92 games at A&M. The next pitch outside called for a strike, 3-1. 31 RBIs for herself, 56 hits in those 92 games played. Next pitch outside, ball 4, she'll reach once more. Now runners at second and first with nobody out. As now Horner steps up for the second time. Or third time, I should say, today. A home run and a hit by pitch for her. With runners on second and first and no one out. Last time this happened, she hit that 3-run bomb to left. First pitch she'll see on the outer half called a strike. Abby Bunt will hit next if given the opportunity. Leach's next pitch on the outer half called a strike, 0-2. 0-2. Swung on and popped up towards the left-hand side. It'll go just off the netting and out, almost out of play, is racing in to try and see if she can get to that one was Ross. It just bounces off the netting too high and will not allow her to make a play. Oh-2 still the count. Runners on second and first after back-to-back walks. Warner now to see if she can add on to her RBI tally. Already 3 on the day after the 3-run shot. Next pitch, hit to the left-hand side. That one will be a fair ball. Or will it be? It will be called foul. As the third base coach, I thought, was going to have it right. Not going to be the case. It'll land just foul. Still 0-2 the count. The former Shawnee State product of the NAIA school comes up to the plate once more. Miamisburg, Ohio. Formerly played at Clark State, the JUCO school. 0-2 the count against her. Hit to the left-hand side. Ross will knock this one down. Goes to third. Does not have a play. Across to first is not in time. So Ross, who thought she had a chance at third base, doesn't make it there in time. Does not get the throw across, and it'll leave the bases loaded with nobody out for Abby Bunt. So it will be an error as Ross thought she might have had a chance, but Lund was running quickly. So will be an error against Ross, and now Bunt, who
entering into this game was the league leader in RBIs with 9, steps up. A walk and a single for her today already. The 1-0. Swung on, laced out to right center field. Holt's going to have this go over her head. Another grand slam for Abby Bunt. As that one goes over the right center field fence, over the right center field wall, and a second grand slam for Abby Bunt this year. 12-3, now your score. And still nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Another grand slam. And now 13 RBIs for her. As this will bring up Shelby Allen once more. 2 singles and a walk. Takes this one the other way to left center. Will the shortstop be there? A diving catch in short, and hanging on to it is the shortstop. As able to hold on to it there. Was Fowler in left center field, a diving catch. So 1 away as Fowler, who, I believe that was Fowler, it should have been in left center, who made that diving catch. That one stays low now, 1-0. So now 12-3 your score. The shortstop able to make the catch. And Fowler once more. Now the 1-0. Davis swings through it, 1-1. Pearl Davis steps up 0 for 3 on the night already. 2 flyouts and a ground out to third. Has made hard contact, just cannot seem to reach first base. Next pitch out and away, 2-1 now as the JUCO product from Chattanooga State steps to the plate. Across from her junior college equivalent in Mandy Ray Leach on the mound. The next pitch swung on, hit right back up the middle, and as I say that for Pearl Davis, she's able to reach on a single right back up the plate. Now with 1 out and a runner on first, as Davis collects her first hit of the ball game. They'll bring up Munson as Padgett's still out of this game. So Munson steps up, first pitch to her up in the zone, now 1-0. Already a solo shot for her today. Flew out to left field the first time she came up. Last time we saw her, she grounded out to first base. Next pitch on the outer half. Called a strike, 1-1. Munson was just dropped the bat instantaneously. Not sure if she wasn't ready for the pitch or what the call was, but now 1-1 the count. The NC State product. Laces it to the shortstop side, picked up by Fowler to second. Out there, throw to first, not in time. Munson using the great speed will be able to run it out. But now 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So Davis out at second. On the fielder's choice. And now McCool steps up. Sees the first pitch outside for 1-0. So McCool, who we saw last in that 5th frame, flew out to center field, now comes up. Reached in a walk and a ground out already today. Next pitch just outside, 2-0. McCool, who again reached on the walk, scored the last time she reached on, flew out to center field in the bottom of the 5th inning, and then grounded out to short in that bottom of the 2nd. Next pitch fouls it off, 2-1. Munson with good speed at first. As Leach now, the East Central Community College product from Newton, Mississippi, trying to make it through this inning once more. On the outer half, called a ball, 3-1. Peters will be the next one up if given the opportunity. Has already had a single and a hit by pitch for her today. Next pitch to McCool, swung on and hit straight up into the air. Goes floating backwards and onto our roof ahead of us. So full count now. McCool trying to keep this inning alive. Leach just trying to get out of it after the grand slam by Abby Bunt, her second of the year. Next pitch to McCool. Hits to the left-hand side. Will land out of play once more. Still full count. Full count runner at first. Next pitch from Leach. Just out and away, ball 4. Runners now at second and first with 2 aways. Munson was on the go. Now it'll bring up Peters. 2 runners on and 2 away. A single and a hit by pitch for her. Last time we saw her in that 5th inning. Grounded out to third base. First pitch from Leach on the outer half. Called a strike, 0-1. As Peters steps up once more. The 0-1. Hits it back up the middle, will get through. Driving stop by the shortstop, throws to second, couldn't pick it up on the bobble. Munson will come around to score. The runner is safe at second, and Munson intelligently comes around. Now 13-3 your score. As a good stop by the shortstop, not able to knock it down. As Fowler tried to hand it off to her new second baseman, Andrews, and she just couldn't hold on to it. Another run will score as Burke now steps up and fouls off the first pitch. CC's 0-1. So Peters will reach McCool to second. Munson comes around to score. I believe that'll count as a possible singles. The next pitch off to Burke is fouled off. So a single for Peters will let her run. As trying to corral the handoff from Fowler was Andrews and just bobbled around in her hands, but it will be labeled as a base knock. Next pitch to Burke up in the zone 1 and 2. So still runners on first and second. 13-3 now your score. A 5-run bottom of the 6th after a 6th run. Bottom of the 4th. Scoring has come in bunches for the Smokies here today. Next pitch for the Choos. Swung on and hit to the shortstop side. Picked up by the shortstop Fowler. She'll take it herself this time, and that will be out number 3, and we'll head to the top of the 7th inning. 13-3 your score. We'll head to the top of the 7th as the Smokies will go out to the field. Choos get one more chance to try and see if they can make the comeback. Now down by 10. We'll be right back after this quick break from Andy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Here from the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the 7th inning, 13-3 now your score. The Choos down by 10 here to the Smokies as we'll have a new pitcher once more. It'll be Pearl Davis trying to see if she can get through this final inning. She'll relieve Horner After that 2-run homer by Clark, it now brings up Leach for the second time today. His next pitch, you'll see, laces it down the right field line. It'll land about 8 feet foul. Leach comes up for the second time today. Reached on a walk earlier in this contest. It'll be Martins who will hit next, and then it'll go back to the top of the order. As Leach, who entered into this game with only 4 plate appearances, comes up once more. Next pitch to her down in the dirt, 1-1, as Davis now comes up once more for this Smokies squad. For her on the year, 13 innings pitched. As the next pitch is swung on and missed by Leach, 1-2. 4.3 ERA, 8 strikeouts for her. Leach, again, who reached on a walk earlier in this contest, entered in with only 4 at-bats, now comes up once more. The next pitch, out and away, 2-2. As the JUCO products stepped across from one another here, the Chattanooga State pitcher on the mound, East Central Community College batter in. 2-2. Strike 3 on the inner half called. It'll be out number 1 as Leach goes down looking. And will now bring up Martins. Ricky Martins now steps up for the 3rd time today. Scored a run on the bases loaded walk earlier. First pitch to her, up and away, ball 1. Struck out her first time up against Cunningham in that 3rd frame. Now comes up for the 3rd time today. Moved from first to the DP position earlier. Next pitch on the outer half, called a ball, 2-0. Holt will hit next, 0 for 3 for her today. Next pitch to Martins. Lower half, just a bit too low, 3-0. 3-0 the count now to Martins. The next delivery from the Chat State product on the mound. Gets it high, will be ball 4. Did not go around was Martins, so a runner on. Second time that she has reached on a walk today. And now J.C. Holt steps up, who lined out to center field last time. Runner on and 1 away. Did get the double play against her last time as Allen was able to throw out the runner at the plate. First pitch. Pulls back the bunt attempt. No strike call. It'll be a ball in the outer half, so no swing. As Martins now sits at first. The Maryland Eastern Shore product steps up, looking for her first hit of this game. Next pitch on the inner half, called a ball, 2-0. Rising senior steps up once more. For her first attempt to reach base today. Flew out to left and then left center before. Next one fouled off, 2-1. And sent that line shot out to left center earlier in the contest that resulted in the double play. For Holt, originally born in Chattanooga, went to Otawaya High School just down the road. She hit almost 600 her senior year of high school. Next pitch gets away from the catcher. It'll be ball 3. Martins will reach second base on the wild pitch. And now 3-1 the count here to Holt. Runner on second, 1 away here in the top of the 7th. 13-3 your score, the Smokies lead. The next pitch to Holt. Shows a bunt attempt, not going to be there. Strike on the outer half, full count. Davis trying to work through this final frame possibly. Next pitch to Holt. Swung on, hit to the first base side, picked up by McCool, will tag first base, does advance the runner, but now with 2 away. That'll bring up Ross for the 4th time today. Swung on and missed on the inside fastball, 0-1. Ross is struck out looking, grounded out to second, and lined out to left field, her 3 times up today. As Martin's on third base, an RBI opportunity. Next pitch out and away, 1-1. Fowler will be the next one to hit if given the opportunity. 0 for 3 for her today as well. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2. As the Smoky Mountain Rain players watch on from the left-hand side. They will face the Bandits here in just a little while. Still 13-3. The 1-2 from Davis. Hit to the first base side. McCole will pick it up in foul ground. It will be a foul ball. So the at-bat continues. Down to the final strike of the Choo-Choos. Smokies looking to see if they can collect their 2nd win of this year. Got their first one yesterday against the Bandits. 1-2. Foul tip, strike 3, caught by Lund. That will end the ball game. 13-3 the final. Martin stranded at third, and the Smokies take it here with a 10-run victory. That'll go ahead and wrap it up. A couple of home runs for the Smokies propel them to the victory here tonight. Cunningham will get the win over 5 innings of work. Robbie Van will take the loss, unfortunately, for her. There's a couple of home runs throughout this contest. Horner with a 3-run shot. A grand slam again for Abby Bunt, her 2nd in the matter of 3 days. And another solo shot for Cam Munson. Clark on the other side with a 2-run homer. That'll go ahead and end it here. Thank you again for tuning in here for the Smokies versus Choo-Choos matchup. 13-3, the Smokies take it. They take their 2nd win in 2 days. Now 2-3 on the year for them. The Choo-Choos will fall to 2-3 as well. As it'll be the Bandits and the Smoky Mountain Rain who will face off next. They are currently scheduled for 12:30 start time. With that being said, that'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you again for tuning in here from Mandy Greenmon Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. 13-3 the final. The Smokies take it over the Choo-Choos. We'll have them play again tomorrow, of course. Will actually not be tomorrow. It should be, if I'm correct here. Next matchup will be on Thursday. It is Tuesday. We'll have the day off tomorrow as the Smokies will play at 9 a.m. against the Rain. The Choo-Choos will play the Bandits at 11:30 on Thursday. With that being said, I'll go ahead and wrap it up here. My name is Mason Starr. It's been a pleasure to call for you all here once more from the Scenic City League here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. 13-3 the final. Smokies take it over the Choo-Choos. Stick around for Game 2 between the Bandits and the Rain here at 12:30. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Have a safe rest of your afternoon.